Do you agree that Hamas are good Muslims? Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. Yes,
Hamas are good Muslims.
Yes, they are.
Please capture this.
Yes.
In the historical context of Masjid al-Haram was physical killing. Do you agree with that?
Well, we're reading tafsir. You can't rely on other outside sources of tafsir.
Show me a substantial passage in context in the Quran which teaches love and peace that Muslims should practice with non-Muslims.
Yeah. But you are qualified idiot. You are qualified idiot.
Thank you.
I told you that good Muslim.
My dear friend, if you are upset that no Muslim is able to answer our questions, please cover Zishan there. My friend, please cover the gentleman there. And the cameraman here. My dear friend, please speak to your mafia gang boss, Zishan, who is laughing from there.
Liar! Hey, you liar, Baba, you liar.
Please speak to him.
How much you got it,
And
man?
please organize for him to.
Baba, how much you got it?
Earlier you were shouting out. What's happened to you now?
Hey, Baba, how much
So
you got it?
clearly afraid.
You liar, Baba.
Everyone afraid.
How much you got it?
Come here.
How much you got it?
How much?
How much you got it to say that?
Is that what you do in Islam?
Yeah. How much you got it?
Is that what you do in Islam?
No, nothing.
But clearly that's what you do in
Go
Islam.
there and see Islam.
Clearly,
God not man, mate.
don't touch me.
Okay,
Don't touch me.
no problem. God no man. Okay.
Where are you
Don't
from?
say that.
Where are you
From Palestine. Free Palestine. Yeah, free Palestine.
Why are you selling Palestine?
Yeah, free Palestine.
Okay.
No, not that way. He's
The
liar.
gentleman here.
He's liar.
We
don't indulge with corruption. Don't touch me. How much they baby?
Don't touch me.
How much?
Look, you wanted space for your camera. I want space
No,
for
I don't want
me
to touch you, Baba.
as a human
No, I
being.
don't want to touch you. No, I don't
Why
want
are
to
you
touch
selling free Palestine?
No, free Palestine because I'm
He is
Palestinian.
selling Palestine for
Yeah,
free.
free Palestine.
Look at
free
it.
Palestine.
I told you Muslims
No.
don't ever
touch the Quran.
believe
Hey, man.
Muslims.
Don't touch the
See
Quran.
what is happening?
Don't touch the Quran.
What should I do with the
Yeah,
Quran?
don't.
What-
Don't touch
what
the
would you
Quran.
do?
You say
What would
God
you do?
is man. Don't touch the Quran.
What would you do?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Don't touch it. That's it.
Don't touch
Yeah,
it.
you don't
That's
know
it.
how much you
Hey,
make.
suddenly realize he's not in Palestine anymore.
No,
I don't know where he causes trouble. Where are you from? Gaza?
Gaza, yeah.
Well, how many people in Gazans?
Gaza, 60,000.
Please listen.
Yeah.
Why did you vote Hamas in as a ruling government?
Don't say to me about fucking politics. I said about Quran. Don't touch it when talking like this way, man. Respect it.
Listen, I am a.
Respect it, man.
Listen to me.
Respect Quran
Listen.
because all of us are Muslim.
Who all?
Respect that. All of us in here.
Okay.
90% of them Muslim.
When did you catch a flight to the UK? When?
Like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too late for you, but wake up at least now.
No, I
Listen,
know,
listen.
Exactly, man.
Excuse me, listen.
I'm listening.
One second.
Yeah.
This is the UK.
Yes,
This is not Saudi Arabia.
I know.
This is not Gaza.
I know.
Listen.
I know. That's a free.
Here, we ask questions.
Yes, I will
We-
answer.
Okay, answer.
Okay.
Do you believe?
I believe the Quran. Yes.
Let me finish the question
Okay.
before you. No,
Okay.
I know you are a Muslim, but don't be too quick to say the claims. Okay.
Okay. You good money. That.
How much?
Half.
Lovely.
Just say.
Lovely joke. Lovely joke.
No. It's not. fact.
Unfortunately,
No worries, Bob. Ask me. But you.
according to one second. Do you agree with me that according to the Quran, Hamas are good Muslims?
Don't say Hamas. Quran.
Listen.
Hey, Baba.
Excuse me.
Hamas.
Please listen.
I don't believe anyone.
My dear friend,
No Hamas.
please listen. Listen.
I'm listening.
You,
But don't
what's
say
your name?
Hamas.
What's your name?
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
You are Abdullah. I am Arul.
Harun.
Arul, hey, are you?
Yes.
Arul asks a question that Arul wants to ask.
Okay.
Is this clear to you?
Yes.
This is not an Islamic land where you tell me what to ask.
Yes, sure.
I will ask what I want to ask.
Of course,
If
yeah.
you want to answer, if you can answer,
Okay, I
please
will.
answer. Otherwise, move on.
I will.
Okay.
Just ask
I'm
me.
going to ask the question again.
Ask me, please. Yeah.
Do you understand that according to the Quran, Hamas going around murdering innocent people are good Muslims? Do you understand this?
I understood, but this Quran from 14,000 years, not from 1 year.
14,000 years?
Yes, man. Wait. 1,000.
Look,
1,000
gentleman is answering.
Yes.
You were earlier shouting from that crowd Yeah, of course, kuffar and whatever else. You are the one. You said. You did shout. You want to lie now, like your prophet. Don't lie.
Excuse me.
Excuse
Can
me.
you pay attention to the person you're asking questions to?
Yes, tell him, Baba.
If you want to, if you
Yeah,
want to,
don't say Hamas. Don't say Hamas to me, man.
excuse me.
Yo,
Don't touch.
you asked him a question.
Don't touch. It's my property. Don't touch. You're not allowed to.
Good money, Baba. Good money.
Excuse me. Okay, now coming to you, sir.
Yes. I believe
Do we-
the Quran.
No,
I
no.
understood your question.
Hamas
Answer.
are good Muslims. Do we agree? According to the Quran, Hamas
for
are
me-
good Muslims. Can we agree?
For me, Palestinian people in Gaza.
Is he going to answer my question?
No, she doesn't.
Baba, just explain to you the situation
Explain.
in Gaza. I'm from
Forget about Gaza.
I was born
Explain.
there. No,
Answer
Hamas
my
in Gaza,
question.
isn't it? Hamas in Gaza.
But the question is specific. But the question is specific.
Let me tag in.
No, don't
I'm
touch me.
tagging.
No,
I'm
please.
not touching you. I'm
No,
tagging
no,
you.
no,
touching
touching
me.
me, man. No.
Cover this.
I'm tagging him.
Please cover this. Please cover
Don't
this.
touch anyone, man.
Please,
What
keep
is up
distance.
with your anti
Keep distance.
What is up with your
Keep
anti-this?
distance.
Get out
I
of
am
the
no
place, man.
further away from you than he is.
Get out of
So
the
what's
place.
the issue?
He didn't, in a threatening manner, come here.
I didn't
Please
come
keep
in a
distance.
threatening manner.
Can I request you to
I have
keep
not
distance?
come to you in a threatening manner.
Thank you.
I have
That's
said,
lovely.
say
let me
nothing, man.
join the
Information.
conversation.
Can I
talking
please
about?
ask you to give
If you
me
really
distance?
want to step back, you
Can
are
I-
welcome to step back.
Yes,
That
yes,
this is the
you're right,
best of
man.
Islam.
No, I don't
Now,
touch
to you again.
Yes.
If you agree, that Hamas are good Muslims,
Am I stepping on him?
tell me if Hamas are terrorists,
If you don't
why
understand-
aren't the rest of those who agree with the same material terrorists? Please explain.
Listen. Now, don't say Hamas to me. Okay. This Quran from 1,400 years. Hamas almost like maximum 10 years, 15 years. Some people inside Gaza make something bad, and all Palestinian people in Gaza died.
Abdullah, I'm going to go back to the question. Do you agree that Hamas are good Muslims? Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. Yes,
Hamas
they
are good Muslims.
Yes, they are.
Please capture this.
Yes.
Hamas are good Muslims.
Yes, they are.
Excuse me, let me ask you.
Baba, don't say that. Baba, please. Baba.
Why you are screaming?
Don't touch me.
If somebody talks,
So Hamas are good Muslims.
No, I didn't say anything.
you are
Hamas.
Stupid question,
you are
Baba.
qualified idiot.
Stupid.
No, normal.
Hamas.
Qualified idiot.
Hamas are good
I
Muslims.
didn't answer.
Not personal.
Ask him.
Hamas are good Muslims. You
Yeah,
agree.
but you are qualified
Explain.
idiot. You are qualified idiot.
Thank you.
I told you that good Muslim.
I can understand.
What else you want? What else you want?
So if Hamas are good Muslims,
Who said that?
if Hamas, he is saying this. Him. If Hamas, and your Quran says this. If Hamas, please. If Hamas,
Qualified idiot, not normal one.
please,
No wasting time.
You know, it's this guy came from nowhere. He speaks to him nice.
Okay.
Because
let me come to you, Abdullah.
Yes, please.
If Hamas, once,
I didn't say Hamas. Good. I didn't. I said
given that, this is very important. Given that Hamas,
Yeah,
given that Hamas,
everywhere, not just in India.
you see her explanation. Apparently some Muslims are being killed in
I
India
know,
and therefore
sister.
she'll go around.
I know that.
If Hamas, okay, Abdullah, please, once, just once. Abdullah, let the lady speak, yeah? Why is she angry?
This man yesterday came
This is a Muslim
to
lady.
England and he's become
Liar,
Christian.
liar. God is a man. Yeah, liar, liar. God is not a man. Liar.
Why
is the lady angry?
Why are you killing the Muslims? One Muslim are citizens in India.
Something is wrong. Should she be silent?
She's not Indian.
Half, man.
Not to you. He's I don't want to deal with it. We talk about us. We talk about he's Ethiopian. Are
He
you
knows.
Bengali?
She knows. No, she is. She wants to be Hamas.
What do you got to do with Hamas? Are you Arab? شو مشكلتك مع حماس؟
Hamas, what they're doing is they're not good Muslims.
Let's
حماس
Surah 9, please.
ما عندنا كهنوت.
No, so calm. Wow.
Ignore her.
She's wasting it. Ignore it. My dear friends. My dear friends. My dear friends.
Are you just picking and choosing who you want to hear about?
No, ignore her. She's here to distract. Let's focus on the conversation.
Does it depend on who's
Surah
going to
9.
provide the answers you're willing to hear?
Surah 9.
Listen.
Ayah
Listen.
111.
Listen. تعرفين الدين؟ stop يعني ما تعرفين تردين على.
Indeed Allah. Let me see, Baba.
والحين ما فهمت شو قال؟
Indeed Allah.
Can you read aloud?
فرصة أصلا حتى تجاوب. للحين ما تجاوب.
Read this aloud for me.
God is not a man. God is not a man.
Read it in English,
Yeah, let's read
and then
aloud.
I will read it in Arabic.
Sure, yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, book is a lie.
It's
in English.
Give space for that.
ما تصرخي.
The Bible, I know. Bible, no English.
I won't touch you, Baba. Yeah, you're right, man. American, Israel, Tanzania.
Surah 9.
Hey, you liar, man.
Don't touch. Stay away. Abdullah.
What's the passage? Which
Stay
passage?
quiet.
What verse? What verse? What
You
verse?
can't answer. Stay quiet. Surah 10. Surah 9. Stay quiet, please. Surah 9. Ayah 111. Please.
Can I ask you to do one thing?
Please read.
I will read it. I will read it. I promise you. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to go through the explanation. Okay?
But let's read first. Read. Surah
Just listen
9.
to her.
Ayah 1. Please read aloud.
Listen to her.
I will believe in Arabic.
Excuse me, sir. Quiet.
Just quiet.
My dear friends, quiet, please. Quiet.
No.
Thank you. Quiet.
Listen to her.
We don't know what.
Please be quiet, please. Thank you.
Listen, man.
Please, quiet. We
don't know who wrote
Thank
it.
you. Don't panic. Don't panic. Yeah, please.
I will read it in English, and then I will read it in Arabic, and then I will give the explanation in English.
Sure. And then
From my
I'll ask
perception.
questions.
Okay.
And then I can ask
Indeed,
questions.
Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties in exchange for that they will have paradise. They fight in the cause of Allah so that they kill and are killed. It is a true promise upon him in the Torah and in the Gospel and the Quran, and whoever is truer to his covenant than Allah. So rejoice in your transaction which you have contracted, and it is that which is the great attainment.
Yeah.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna Allah ashtara min al-mu'minina anfusahum wa amwalahum bi anna lahum al-jannata yuqatiluna fi sabilillahi فيقتلون ويقتلون وعدا عليه حقا في التوراة والإنجيل والقرآن ومن أوفى بعهده من الله فاستبشروا ببيعكم الذي بايعتم به وذلك هو الفوز العظيم. Okay, can I just give an explanation? Okay.
Please do.
Okay, so for example, if I say this record in a music made a big hit. The word hit doesn't necessarily mean a physical hit. The word hit can have different interpretations and different understandings. In the Quran, the word yuqatiluna, yaqtuluna has different levels of depth of meaning. So yuqatil can, for example, now, if you are fighting against destruction, in the context of Quran, you are considered a muqatil, as someone who is in the state of fighting. It doesn't necessarily mean killing. You are killing the consciousness of those who do not understand, right? So in the Quran, can I just finish, yeah? So in the Quran, when it's speaking about killing, it even says killing themselves. Moses alayhi salam, in the Quran, in Surah Al-Baqarah, asked the Israelites to kill themselves. So does this mean that Moses was telling them to commit suicide, or was he telling them to kill the nafs, which is the psychology, or would you say your consciousness or the ego in itself, to kill it so that you can be rebirthed, the same as Christianity, the idea of birth, the death and rebirth. So you are birthed into something new, into this new person who does good deeds, so that you are forgiven. So what is your point from here? What is
Sure. So
what is the confusion for you?
there is no confusion. Only
Okay.
what you have said is very confusing.
No,
Okay.
What is here?
Very clear.
No, please.
Very clear. She explained to you what's saying this.
Excuse me. Look, she is intelligent. She is reading.
How you can
You are unintelligent. You didn't want to read earlier. So stay quiet right now.
Papa, just
Thank
listen
you.
to her. She's
You can
doing
take-
well.
read everything.
You
She's reading Quran friend of
Excuse-
you, and you say it doesn't make
look.
sense.
Let the lady speak.
You have no logic.
Let the lady speak. Thank you. You're pretty useless here at the park. So please stay quiet. Thank you.
Shaitan, you are fitna.
Thank you very much.
Right now.
I know.
Wallah, you are shaitan.
I know. If you had a chance, you would kill me. I say.
Just calm down.
Calm down, Baba. No. If you had a chance, if we were in Pakistan, you'd kill me. I completely agree. Now, come. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. Don't.
Any intention? I'm asking you a question.
This is a distraction, brother.
No, not now. Not now.
So you're a
Not
brick
now.
wall.
Not now.
You're a brick wall.
Thank you very much. Not now. So coming to you, my dear friend.
Okay.
So I am reading this, and I'm going to tell you what the text means,
Okay.
and I'm going to explain to you what the
Okay.
text means
Yes.
in its historical context, in its textual context, what it really means. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's read this again. Indeed, Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties, for that which they will have paradise. So Allah is promising something in the paradise, and He is saying, look, I'm promising something there, and therefore don't hold on to something here, is his point. I'm promising something there.
Properties, it said their money. أموالهم.
Wow.
It's what they
What the
earn.
property say his
What
money.
is property is what you earn.
No, it say أموالهم.
أموالك مالك
لا
مالك
أموالهم ما هو الأموال.
مال أي شيء لك يا
When you
مالك
read-
بيتك
لا
أولادك
أنا حشرة من أموالك.
المال والبنون.
When you were trying to give an explanation, should I
ما
listen
كنت
or not?
أكلمها.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, this lady is here to distract. I'm telling you, she is a regular here, and all that she does, instead of explaining anything, instead of intelligently participating, look at her, participating in a conversation, she comes here just to distract. So please, if I can request you to stay. She's always angry like this.
Yeah. I'm
So, indeed, Allah has purchased from the believers their lives and their properties in exchange for that they will have in paradise. So, you're going to have some stuff there, and don't therefore hold on to stuff here, is the instruction,
It's the exchange, yeah.
is the exchange. So, in this life, what do you do? In this life, what do you do?
Don't get attached to stuff.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't own. You don't hold on to anything.
Exactly.
You
So you
give
can-
up. You give up.
You let
fight
go.
to be.
You let
give
go.
up. You let go.
You let go. One second.
Psychologically and
One second.
mentally.
One second.
You let go.
No.
You know, one second. You let go of what? Of everything in this world. And then we continue. When you let go of everything in this world, what would happen? They fight in the cause of Allah. You know, you're not holding on to anything here, you're going to fight.
You understand nothing, man.
So, if you're going to university to intellectually argue.
compare. This is a uni. We talk
She
about the
disturbing
heaven.
again.
We talk about the heaven. You don't eat English here.
لا خلينا
You don't eat English.
Yeah, you should
The
lie.
uni got to do with the heaven.
He's liar.
We talk about the
لا
heaven.
ضرب
money,
الله
darling.
مثلا
You got money, that's
هو
الله
يقول لك
يضرب
اليوني
مثلا
شو خص اليوني؟
he's given an example.
لا ما في تساوي.
Example, you know, جامعة.
لا metaphor, yes.
She is here to distract.
Okay, so I like what you're saying. So can you?
What my point is,
بأن لهم الجنة.
you give up your all. What do Muslims hold on to, which Allah wants them to give up? Their lives,
Up to us.
their own lives. The Islamic Allah is instructing, don't hold on to your own lives even. Rather, what do? Fight.
It does not say lives.
It
But-
says
Your property. You
One
said your
second,
own.
one second,
It's
one
what
second,
you
one second.
your property.
One second. Allah has purchased from the believers their lives.
He's lying, man.
Lives.
He got some money.
Do you see that?
أنفسهم
It says
وليس
lives.
حياتهم.
Yeah, lives. So
No,
it says lives.
no, lives. No, lives. Anfusahum means
What
that
is-
the anfus is the soul, not the life.
Yeah, life. Yeah, you're all, your being.
It's
Your soul.
And-
Okay, your
and
soul.
anfus is the
I'm
sign.
fine. You know, we're talking
Yeah.
about minor differences. I'm not
Yeah.
focused on minor differences. You know, I'm happy to
But
go
your
with
nafs,
you.
your soul, is
I
not the same as your
understand,
entire life.
I-
It's completely different.
Sure, sure.
Because there's
My dear
spirit,
friend, my
the
dear
soul,
friend, my
and the
dear
body,
friend,
right?
my dear friend,
Yeah.
Please now, we need to focus on this.
Okay.
The female.
Allah, Islamic Allah is saying, look, I'm going to give you stuff there, and
No,
then
heaven,
I'm going to give you stuff there,
Yeah.
and therefore
Jannah.
be willing to lose your stuff here.
No,
Okay.
no,
Whether you
no,
word it as soul
no,
or
no.
life,
Can I-
doesn't
yes,
matter.
I agree.
No, no.
And then it continues.
No lose.
Don't hold on to anything at all, but rather do what? Fight. Fight in the cause of Allah. So they kill and are killed. They kill and are killed.
يقتلون.
So how do you, why does,
يقتلون ويقاتلون.
Yes.
why does the Islamic Allah say, be prepared to lose everything? What is he talking about? Oh, wow.
ما فيها فتحة فيها ضمة. يقتلون.
Yes.
يقتلون ويقاتلون.
They kill and that they are killed.
You've
It
spent
says
50
that.
years in your masjid and you're learning this for the first time. At least listen today. My dear friend, what is wrong with that?
يقتلون
60 years, 60 years of masjid.
الحين حماس
60 years of masjid hasn't done her any good. Only today she is learning this and she won't even listen today.
مسلم كشمير.
You see, she knows exactly what we're talking about. Murder, physical murder.
You kill
لا يا
Allah, Islamic, oh wow.
No.
Islamic
No,
Allah,
you
I'll ignore her from
No.
Islamic Allah is saying, be willing to give up your soul in the way you want your soul, because you'll get it all there. Here, be prepared to leave.
Why?
What do you do instead by, working to leave? Fight, kill,
Why they kill
and
it?
be killed.
Why?
Clearly, here we
Why?
are talking about physical
No, it's
fighting
not. No,
to lose
no.
your own soul.
No.
Killing others
No.
and
Killing
being
others,
killed.
no, fight.
This is the profession.
You
Now,
fight
one second.
alone,
And then it
fight.
goes on,
Fight.
and it says, quite
Fight.
gaslightingly, it
Fight.
says, this is a true promise upon him in the Torah and the Gospel and the Quran. My dear friend, it claims, the Quran erroneously, gaslightingly claims that this is what is there in the Torah and the Gospel also, which is clearly wrong. It is not there. No Christian is a jihadi. No Christian is a jihadi. There's no Christian who can be a
I
jihadi
agree with you in
because
that sense.
Christianity
Yeah.
doesn't cheat.
Yeah, it is.
Teach
Please,
this.
please.
What does the Quran
When
teach?
the Torah
To kill
says
and be killed. And then he goes on and says, look, when you truly do this, it says, who is truer to his covenant than Allah? Allah is giving you more confirmation. Don't worry if you lose everything today here, your life included, your soul included,
Let us go
you
there,
will
let
get
us
it
go
there. That's the confirmation.
Can I I totally understand, the understanding that people understand it in that way. When I was doing my research on the Quran, because I also had my doubts. I also had my doubts about a lot of the understanding and the thing of the Quran. But then a verse in the Quran says, it says that يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين, which means that it's Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2 verse 26. Okay, with the Quran, Allah, He misleads many thereby and guides many thereby by the Quran, right? Which means that there are people like these jihadis who go on, they are mentally not well, these who claim that they are Muslims, they are mentally unwell, they haven't learned how to train their anger, they haven't gone through healing and therapy. So when they go in to read the Quran, how do they understand it? They understand that God is telling them to go and do these things. So Satan works through these people, like who are going to kill, to understand the Quran to not understand it in a positive way, to come and say, look what Allah told us to do. However, that verse I could simply mean, if you have a child today and let's say, this child passes away, this is a comforting verse. Why? Because it's telling you to not be attached to this, because in the hereafter, even if this is lost, He will give you something better after. You can still meet a new person, you could still have a wife, you could still have another child. So this old version of yourself that is depressed for this loss of this child, you have to kill it. Okay, you have to not kill, because the word verse in the Quran in Arabic, yaqtulun, does not necessarily mean physically kill and murder someone, because murder and kill are two completely. If I say, oh my God, if you tell a child I'm going to kill you, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to kill them, right? So the word yaqtulun is not the accurate meaning of it in English, is kill. It's a psychological thing when you overcome it.
Like staunch or stifle.
Yeah, do you see what I mean?
Here is my problem. Here is my problem with your explanation.
Okay.
You conveniently ignored.
Yeah.
I'm not saying deliberately necessarily.
Okay.
For now, maybe you're half-hearted and therefore you want to try this. You gave the example of saying your son died or someone's son died, and Allah's instructs
Or even
something.
if
But here,
it's a
note
child,
carefully, note
if a
carefully.
child is growing,
Note
right?
carefully, my dear friend.
They would have to let go of themselves being a child, a baby, for them to be able to grow and start walking and feeding,
I
right?
I heard you. But the problem is this with your explanation. The problem with your explanation is they are letting go of their child.
Which
That's
child?
your explanation.
What's the child?
Yeah?
Who?
No, no,
They are letting go.
No,
What's
I'm
the
not
child?
speaking
Please
about that. I'm not speaking about.
listen.
No,
understand what he
willingly.
said
Let me
just
please.
now. You see when you mentioned
If you lose your son in a car accident, you didn't kill them.
I know.
It happens naturally,
I know.
right?
I
I'm
didn't.
not saying killing your child.
I didn't say you said.
In the Quran, there's another verse. It says,
No,
"لا
please, let
تقتلوا
me finish.
أولادكم,
Let me please
لا
finish.
تقتلوا
Let me
أنفسكم."
please finish.
It's just
I'm not
kill
saying.
yourself.
I am not saying that you said kill your child. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Let go of your child.
Yeah.
You know, car accident, whatever. No, give it up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Conveniently, what you did, whether deliberately or not, conveniently what you did was that you ignored the fact that it is not talking about letting go of your child,
Where it says a child,
but rather it is talking about letting go of your own life. You said you wanted to give the clarification that it is your own soul. So I am focused on.
Yeah, you have to. If I'm an addict,
let me finish.
and I do drugs,
Let
I
me
need
finish.
to give up on this life to get a better life.
Let me please finish.
Broski, you're
Let me please
focusing
finish.
on the wrong
Let me please
thing.
finish. Let me please finish. You are letting go of your own soul, your own life. In the translation here, in your mind, in your translation, your own soul. Fine, fair enough, no problem. Why do you have to let go of your own soul? It goes on. They fight in the cause of Allah.
Yes.
And they kill and are
Get killed.
You need to explain all of these four components. You're letting go of everything in this world, including your own soul, number one. Number two, you are fighting.
But that's what Jesus did as
No,
well.
please listen. Please listen. Jesus didn't do this. Don't, just because the Quran is said.
I'll give you an example
please,
how, in a
please.
positive manner.
My dear friend, no, please.
No, he didn't kill
I want to hear
anyone.
what she has to say.
I haven't asked. Finish the
Okay.
question. Four specific details you have to bring together.
Yes. Yes.
Giving up your own life, giving up your own.
Finish what he said.
He has COVID, please don't.
Yeah.
If you have COVID, please give me distance. No, this gentleman has COVID. Why is he coming near me?
Protected myself from your germ.
No, that's not how you do that, my dear
Sister,
friend.
I do it in my way, not in your
Why
way.
is he confused? Why
You
does-
can dictate that in your India,
Look,
not
if
here.
you have COVID,
Look,
which I think you might have because you're wearing that mask still,
Lahza.
or you may have a mental illness,
let me-
please give me
I want you to
distance.
show him his hypocrisy.
And he has said to let him finish.
Not your business.
It is
It's your business.
where you said
It's not your
you want to
business.
come and stand here to
Yes.
talk to him. I said be patient.
Letting go of your own life or your
Yeah.
own soul, fighting, killing, being killed.
Yes.
All four have to come together.
Yes.
Plus the historical context
Yes.
of this having happened. You know the inviolable. You know the Masjid al-Haram.
We believe in same thing.
Masjid al-Haram.
Yes.
That's the historical context.
Yes.
How did they acquire Masjid al-Haram?
Matthew 19,
By going fighting,
29.
killing, and
We believe
being
in
killed.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And are you a Sunni
And
Muslim?
this-
I don't identify with any religion.
You're not Muslim?
In what context do you mean am I Muslim?
Are you a Muslim? Do you follow the Quran?
I follow the word of God.
Or do you follow the Quran?
I follow the
She
word
has
of God.
answered your question.
She hasn't.
She
Do
has.
do you consider the Quran to be word of God?
Yes, I do, and I consider the Bible to be the word of God.
Yeah,
Have you ever read the
exactly.
Bible?
Yes, I have. Yes, I read the Bible like every week.
You know, you don't have to read
Yeah.
just
We'll come
one
to the
book
Bible.
to
and I
understand
take
God.
Did Jesus anywhere say,
Wanna go?
go fight, kill, and be killed? Anywhere?
Yeah, there is. Matthew 19, 29.
Stay quiet.
Why?
Thank you.
No, let me answer you. Let me answer you.
You're
Why
very
scared?
big on
Why you
history.
scared?
I can give you in the context of what Jesus
Read
did,
it, sister,
right?
read it for him.
In a positive
Read it
manner.
for him. Just read
Okay,
this one.
لحظة يا أخي لحظة.
Just read it for
Okay,
him.
actually, don't disturb. You're wasting time.
I
Please.
will. I will.
Expose him.
Let me just.
Just
This
stay
is not
quiet.
about exposing.
Look,
This is about
You don't
clarifying.
even know Arabic. Please stay quiet. Thank you.
Yeah, you spoke your dog. Yeah, I know.
Jesus, he let go of his worldly desires, right? He let go of that kind of life, and then he went to fight the ideology of the Hebrews when he was telling them not to do that. And in return, what did they want to do? He was doing it for the what? For the sake of God, in the path of God. And then in return, he was.
Don't put your hand
Show it
near.
to the camera.
And in
You're
return,
wasting time. Please.
There
in
is no
return,
caste system. You can use
he
it in
was-
India, no here.
killed. Why? Because he comes back again.
Did
He reincarnates
Jesus kill?
again.
Okay, so you
He was killing the ideologies,
My dear friend.
mentally and psychologically dismantling. This is in the context of Quran. This is what qital means.
No, my dear friend, please.
So you know, the Quran is in Arabic, right?
My dear friend.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Given that Islamic terrorism is a huge issue
Yes, it is a
across
huge
the
issue.
Western world,
It is. Yes, I
given
agree.
that is a
Christian
I agree.
terrorism.
I agree.
given that it is a
Christian
huge
terrorism as well.
Stay quiet, man.
Yeah,
Look,
because
if your wife didn't
you're
let you
talking
speak
about
at
my
home, why do you
religion.
come
It's
here?
like,
Just stay at home.
I don't want to speak to you.
Just stay at
I
home
want
and
to speak to you.
Okay,
But you're
stay in
scared.
your masjid.
You're scared.
Masjid and
You're
keep
scared.
shouting. Why are you here?
You're
This is
scared.
speaker's corner, my dear friend.
I'm
Stay
protecting
behind your
myself.
camera at least. Why
I'm
do you come
protecting
forward?
myself from your germ.
Yes.
Can you let me read the verse? It
Given
will
that,
expose you.
given that,
Arul,
we
are you
have a huge-
racist?
Yeah,
I have a
racist.
question because you've ignored me this whole time
I've come-
and you engage in
My dear-
every other
I'll come to you in a
person.
minute. You need to,
Discuss system.
my dear
I don't know
friend.
what happened to you.
Given that,
This
given
verse
that
from the Bible will
Islamic
expose him, but you
terrorism
don't
is a
want.
huge issue
It
right
is.
now.
I
Christian
agree.
terrorism.
You and
Projecting,
I,
you're
you and
projecting.
I,
That's what you
who
do.
want to be sensible,
You're projecting.
have to be really, really accurate. Instead of muddling up truth,
There is no book
you know, instead of
who called
wow,
to kill children.
instead of
only your book.
instead of
Netanyahu, he used the Bible. He
Excuse
didn't
me,
use the Quran.
what's your name?
do you know
It
him?
doesn't matter.
Okay,
Doesn't
You're
Mr.
mental
Irrelevant,
illness.
can you
Yeah.
please just
Some
give us
sort
a
of a
moment?
perpetual
Mr.
mental illness.
Irrelevant, okay,
Hey,
let me talk.
please speak to your
Please,
friends.
thank
Aki,
you.
please go speak to your friends.
Only,
After
only
the
the
sun,
only book
maybe
who
because of
promotes
the
killing
dust.
of
My dear
children, of the rape,
My dear friend.
is the Bible. There
My
is
dear
no other
friend,
book.
maybe because it is
Awesome.
past 5
Thank
p.m.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. You want to
Very
read this one?
unstable.
I don't need
Please
it.
go. And look at your COVID mask.
I've
Look at
already
his
read
COVID
it.
mask. Why does he wear COVID mask?
Not anymore.
Very simply, given that Islamic terrorism is a
killing
huge
babies,
issue
rape,
across the world,
and giving to the father
in the
50
UK
shekels.
and elsewhere,
That's what,
Yes.
that's
we
what,
now
that's what
need to be
terrorism.
clear,
Kill every male, every boy,
When
every
it ki-
child,
when it means
every baby,
kill,
infant,
Yeah.
which
camel.
means physical
That's
killing.
in your
Yes.
book.
We need to clearly point out and say,
Yes,
look,
I
this
agree.
is physical killing.
Yes.
Let me
He's
ask you a
scared to
simple
read
question
his
right
Bible.
now.
He's scared to read his
I
Bible.
heard what you said
Can you read
earlier.
it?
Do you
Can you
at
read
least
it?
for now
He's
agree
scared
with
to read
me
his Bible.
that this was
scared to read his
historically,
Bible.
in the historical
Jesus was
context of
white.
Masjid
Jesus was
al-Haram,
white and that
was
is
physical
embarrassment for
killing? Do you agree with that?
Jesus was white.
I wasn't there, so I don't know. I don't really
Are you
take.
familiar with Masjid al-Haram?
Can you
I
read it?
am, but I
Expose
don't
it.
really take the
Okay,
history
let me
of
read
the
it for
seerah
the
because
camera.
I believe it's been
And
distorted.
everyone that
My
has
dear friend,
forsaken
so
the
you are
husband
you
or
are you
brethren
don't
or
take
sister or
hadith
father or
seriously.
mother
No,
or wife.
no.
Okay, in
or
which case,
children
we have to have a
online,
different conversation.
for my
Can I
name,
please suggest something to you?
for
Just
my
quickly.
name's sake,
My YouTube
shall
channel is called
receive
Operation
and handle
Stephen.
I think I've seen you
and
before.
shall
I
inherit
know YouTube.
We do live streams
everlasting
Thursdays.
life.
Thursdays, 6 p.m. to
Read
10
it,
p.m.
you
London
coward.
time. Are you based in the UK?
I'm based in the UK.
So
Read
6
it.
p.m. to 10 p.m. London. Please join
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Muslims, people like you are best. You can come, speak to us,
Yeah.
and we can have a sensible
I'd like to,
conversation. This gentleman, I tell
I
him
would like
deliberately,
to-
don't come near
Okay,
me.
so I will always like at
I
the end
don't.
of any conversation
I
is to
don't.
kind of
But
meet
I
in the
know
middle at
that
the
you
end of
are-
the day.
you
You're a
believe in
human, I'm a
caste
human.
system.
Exactly.
How
But
do
you
you
can
think
use it
we
only in
can
India, no here.
make the world a better place? How do you feel?
Sure.
How do you feel like we can help people who are victims to this mindset to go and kill people and so on?
Sure.
And you know, a lot of
How do we deal with
a lot of young boys are brainwashed with these kind of verses
Yeah.
and taken to specific places to do terror acts,
Yeah.
terrorist acts. How do you feel like we can protect ourselves and protect our kids
From that-
and unite as a nation?
That's a marvelous
to,
question.
To you know.
That's a
convey
marvelous
peace.
question. I'll answer you.
It will expose
The way,
him.
so the lady has a very important question. Given that Islamic terrorism is a serious evil
Yes,
that we
it is.
have,
I agree. Yes.
how
Christian terrorism.
do we bring
Killing
about
children,
peace?
killing the
How
baby.
do we eliminate what is
killing
happening
old
right
people,
now?
Killing,
Now-
raping for 50 shekels. You have to give to the father.
What is it? Please bring your
If you-
handless.
Yeah.
He is non-stop, wow, non-stop.
No, Jesus
Maybe
is the one
that
who
is why
put
he
your
has a
dog.
mask.
Jesus is the one.
Please bring the muzzler also.
I'm protecting
He needs a
myself
silencer
from your,
on him.
from your
Please.
germ. I'm protecting myself from
He
your
needs a
germ.
silencer also. Please bring.
Because you believe
Sorry.
in caste system,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
and I believe the
Please,
caste
please.
system that you're
Thank
protecting
you.
yourself.
Thank you very much.
You
Thank
understand?
you.
You're
Thank you.
protecting
Thank you.
yourself.
Now come in.
Yeah. Killing
How
the
do we do
baby
that? Very
is
simply.
bad, is human.
Very simply
This book
by
is the
doing
only
this.
book who promoting
You and
killing
I
of babies.
need to be clear,
Raping one
honest,
little girl
open,
and giving to the
sincere.
father 50
Go with
shekels.
facts.
Can you believe that?
Go with facts, not
Tell him,
beliefs.
Show me in
Facts.
the Quran. Show me in the
And
Quran
in a
something like that.
dispassionate
That
way,
you have to
read through whatever literature, whether it's the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Quran, or any other literature, we need to read through dispassionately, find out in the historical context what these things really mean, and given the fact that some things are evil, we need to say, look, this is clearly evil. The best defense you had for this is by obliterating the historical context, ignoring the original meaning, and ignoring the 4 specific points.
Who said that that's the original meaning? Because you know the tafsir, well, we're reading tafsir, like Abu Bakr al-Jazairi, the Tabari, all of these things. It's a very limited interpretation. You can't rely on other outside sources of tafsir. You can't. You have to use your intellect. This is what the Quran teaches. It says you have to use your intellect. And by the way, I've been criticized and attacked by Muslims themselves.
I understand.
Oh, you interpret the Quran however you want.
Sure.
I use my own mind through divine revelation to understand and to observe. You earlier you were speaking about preservation. To witness the preservation of the Quran, no one can tell you how to witness it unless you deeply witness it. It's the laws that are protected within the universe.
Let's do this really quickly,
Yes, yeah.
and then we'll wrap up, and then I'll request you to come to the live stream so we can.
And I really want to know how it's possible to create an environment of peace to protect ourselves from
the
this.
peace that we can bring about is by first of all being honest and open and declaring this is clearly a book of evil, not sugarcoating it, not whitewashing it. But as we would call out Al-Qaeda manual as terrorist, we should also call this out as terrorist. If anyone comes here and says Al-Qaeda manual could also mean something else, by ignoring all sorts of details, people can do that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
People are doing that about Hamas these days in our streets. Hamas, who are proper textbook definition of terrorists.
Yes, I agree, yes.
People in the thousands are walking around in our streets claiming Hamas are freedom fighters.
Yeah.
And so people are giving all sorts of excuses for obvious terrorist material.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to do that with the same, do the same with the Quran. And that is where, my dear friend. So you asked me earlier, you mentioned earlier, not asked, you mentioned earlier, we need to apply our intellect.
Yes.
You can't go with limited interpretations given by early. I completely agree. But let me ask you this. In the historical context, based on everything that is known in the first 3-4 centuries of Islam, this means kill. Based on the text that is here, this means kill. Based on the only politics possible, which is represented in Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 9, this means kill. Everything points to the fact that Surah Al-Baqarah points to killing. Not just Surah Al-Baqarah, by the way. I can give you more. When you join the live stream, I'll demonstrate to you. I will demonstrate to you why this is overwhelmingly kill, 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 kill. I will take you through the Quran. Surah 2, Surah Al-Baqarah. I said Al-Baqarah, sorry, this is not Al-Baqarah. Surah.
That's Surah Tawbah.
Surah Tawbah, I'm sorry. Surah Al-Baqarah, you can start with Surah 2. Surah Al-Imran, you can go to Surah 3. Surah 4, Surah 5, Al-Ma'idah. You can go to Surah 7, Surah 8, and Surah 9. Come all the way to Surah 9. Go to Surah 33, Surah 47, Surah 48. The only chapters in which the name of Muhammad is mentioned. 3, 33, 47, 48. You can go through all of that. Go through various other chapters.
Yes.
The admonition over and over again is don't argue to defend the disbelievers. Kill them.
What if I told you I've already done that? I've actually, there's a verse that in the Quran that says وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Tartila means like a consequence of things. So if I want to take the word kill, like you said, يَقْتُلُونَ, which is qital, I need to extract every single verse that mentions the word qital. And I need to let go of everything that I know about what qital means, and I need to start from, it's called unlearning what you learn. One of the most challenging to do anything in life is to unlearn what you know.
Unlearn meanings of words?
Yes, you can unlearn meanings. For example,
unlearn meanings of words?
Yes, you unlearn meanings. Yes.
Can I please comment to you, my dear friend?
You can.
If you want to know,
we do that all the time.
Please.
Wicked, years back never used to mean amazing. Now it does. You can unlearn and create new meaning.
Please, 1 second.
Exactly.
1 second. If you want to know what Al-Qaeda manual says, please don't unlearn anything.
You want to go to gym?
Learn what the...
That's bad.
Please listen.
Very wrong.
But please listen.
Yes.
Where you are going wrong, I'm pointing out right now.
Yeah.
If you want to know what Al-Qaeda manual says, don't try and conveniently sit somewhere and unlearn and come up with new secret meanings of words. Don't do.
Yeah, why?
Please, let me
They're trying to
finish.
deviate the
Let me-
Muslims.
let
They're
me
trying to.
please-
That's
let me please
that's
finish.
that's
Let me please
satanic.
finish. Let me please
It's
finish.
satanic.
Let me please finish.
This is who Al Qaeda, like
One
the
second.
terrorist
One second.
group, right?
One second.
Okay.
Please don't unlearn. Learn their text, their manual in its historical context. If you want to know what the Quran is saying, when it is
Yeah.
obviously talking about giving up your life,
Yeah.
giving up your properties in this everything in this
Yeah.
world, so you can acquire them there,
Yeah.
and then says go fight, go be killed, and kill and be killed. Please note carefully, my dear friend.
Yes, you know who that
one
is?
second, please.
These-
Please. In the historical context, my dear friend, you just need to study history. 7th century, Islam began doing that in the Hijazi. It spread rapidly. By the end of the 7th century, it was
Yes.
already in Syria,
Yes.
already going into Israel,
Yes.
already going into Egypt,
Yes, I agree,
already
yes.
beginning to go even eastward. And in a couple of more centuries, they came, 2 or 3 more, 4 more centuries, they came even into Indian subcontinent, that Islam took over by the sword, killing, massacring people in the millions right from the 7th century. Because why? They understood the meaning in its context, in its historical context. If you want to know what the text means, learn the meaning in its context. Study the Islamic history.
Yes,
It
I
began
agree.
in the 7th century, continued spreading. You know when the Islamic terror really was brought to a
But for me,
brief
Islam
pause.
is not history. I don't look at Islam. I look at Islam very different to a lot of people. I believe being a Muslim is a verb. It's not a noun. So if today, if you're calling to peace in the context of Islam, you're considered a Muslim, not in the sense that you follow the Islamic teachings and prayer and whatnot, but the fact that you call to peace, you're considered by default. You're a Muslim because you call to peace, right? If a Muslim can,
Show me, no, I apologize. Show me one considerable teaching here which is peace towards non-Muslims. Love and peace towards non-Muslims. One chunky passage, please, anywhere in the Quran.
That Muslims like.
That the Quran teaches Muslims to love and show peace with non-Muslims. Anywhere,
okay, let me get it.
please.
What does salam alaikum mean?
Who
Peace be
knows?
upon you.
It could mean.
Is that in the Quran?
If you say salam alaikum and chop my head off, it means a particular thing, my dear friend. If
I'm
they shout
asking
out
a
Allah,
question, dude.
I'm answering. Don't be offended. I just answered. Why are you offended?
No,
Are
he
you
was
offended
also-
by
he
the
was
answer?
also answering.
Look,
But
what does salam
the tone
alaikum
in
mean?
which he was responding didn't seem very, you know.
Upon who?
Upon you.
Upon who?
Upon you.
Upon the person that you're saying it to.
Yeah, upon what? Who does the Quran ask you to say this to? Does the Quran
Sanya,
teach
no, there is.
anywhere in the Quran, in context, anywhere in the Quran where it teaches considerably live in peace, live in love towards non-Muslims?
وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Say to
Where?
people good, all the people. It doesn't matter what faith or
My dear
religion they
friend,
are.
where are you reading from? Please tell me first.
Surah, okay, let me. This is Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 83.
Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 83. What does it say?
No, hang on. Sorry, actually. No, 1 minute. وقول الناس. Okay, yeah. Sorry, verse 83. وإذ أخذنا ميثاق بني إسرائيل لا تعبدون إلا الله وبالوالدين إحسانا وذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وقولوا للناس حسنا. Right?
What does it mean?
It means basically that we took the covenant from the children of Israel, right, to not worship anyone but God, but Allah, and do good to your parents and the close people to you, and the orphans and the ones who are vulnerable, and say good to people.
Maybe you misunderstood my question.
Okay,
I'll ask you the question again.
It doesn't say, for example, to a specific gender or specific
Please
religion.
listen to my question
it's
again.
good to people.
You didn't understand my question properly. Please.
Okay.
Can I please ask you to listen?
So if it's telling, can I say
please.
something? If it's telling you to say good to people, so imagine what it would ask you, but
please
thereafter,
listen to my question.
it can't ask you to say good to people and until you go and kill.
But please listen to my
Do
question.
you see what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You're asking for the specific
but
word
you didn't
peace.
understand the question.
Okay.
You didn't understand.
Okay.
God. Okay. The question is this: show me a substantial passage in context in the Quran which teaches love and peace that Muslims should practice with non-Muslims. That's the question asked. God of the Bible teaches
One
peace
second,
all the
one
time.
second, just
No
one
doubt
second.
about that.
I think that doesn't quite.
Let us
one
search.
second. No, I feel there's a reason I need to say this. Just one second.
But
Because from what
I'll
somebody
come to
was
you,
telling. 1 second, bro. It's
you-
relevant. Why she's searching?
But I
Once
want to.
one Muslim once said to me, a Muslim,
you a Muslim
brother,
also?
I'm nothing.
So please.
You know, I'm here to learn, but I'm also here to understand. But in order to understand, I need to at least let you understand what I'm currently
Sure. But
understanding.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
And
with her.
she's currently searching.
Yeah, and I'm trying to focus so we don't get distracted. Please.
Okay, but you've been ignoring
Okay.
me all day.
ولا
You are my
تج-
friend. Why would I ignore you?
Are you
Please.
sure?
Okay. Okay. ولا تجعلوا الله عرضة لأيمانكم أن تبروا وتتقوا وتصلحوا بين الناس والله سميع عليم. Do not make your oath by Allah an excuse against being righteous and fearing Allah and making peace amongst people.
Sorry. one
Okay,
second.
and Allah is hearing and knowing.
One second. One
It's
second.
when Allah says an-nas, it means people. It means it has not identified.
But before, one second. One
It's
second.
not specific.
One
It's
second.
every single
But one
person.
second,
Are
one
you not
second.
people?
1 second.
Exactly.
So you moved away from Surah Al-Baqarah already, the previous verse you gave, because that was clearly speaking to the people of Israel, yeah? So you moved away
No,
from
but
that.
do you know who the people of Israel are? The people in Palestine, the people, all of these are the children of Israel because they, you know, we
Do you understand Islam came in the 7th century?
they're not okay. You have to understand this is a whole different. We need to go deeper into it.
Yeah, sure.
But according to my perception, the Hebrew, when God says Hebrews, al-Yahud, it's not necessarily referring to the Jews that we currently know. There are people in my family who call themselves Muslim, but their attributes and the way they act is Jewish. I was raised in Egypt. I live in Egypt. The majority of the huge population of the Egyptian community is actually Jewish.
In what way?
They are Hebrews.
In what way?
In the way they learn and the way they practice their faith.
I'm talking about ethnicity.
Sorry,
Do you
I'm
care
not
about-
not ethnicity.
When you know, 1 second.
I'm speaking about their spiritual identity.
1 second, 1 second. When you ignore the identity, ethnic identity of people, that's already anti-Semitism. Are you aware of this? I can't just suddenly come here and say I'm an Arab. I can't do this. I can't just
No, you
claim.
can't. If someone-
I can't.
if you-
You know, there
an
are some
Arab-
black people. 1 second.
They are-
There are some black people who go around claim they are
Do you know what it means to be
Israelite.
an Arab?
My dear friend, please.
Do you know what it
Being
means
a Jew is an ethnic identity. I'm concerned about it. Here is where, you're coming up with all sorts of ideas which are bereft of historical understanding. I care about history, not some reinventing historical facts. Can I please suggest you one little thing, please? I know we've gone on for a while. Can I please recommend, we can have a long conversation. I know you come from a point of view where you want to reinvent the definitions of almost many things. Can I request you to join our live stream? If you email Operation Stephen.
What was this on Thursday? You said.
Operation Stephen, Thursdays. But on Thursdays, we do standard challenging, which is 15 minutes. But you seem to come from a very different point of view. What I'd like to do is have an honest, open conversation. Operation Stephen, with a PH.
PH.
With a
oh,
PH.
Stephen.
Stephen with a
Sorry,
PH.
sorry.
No problem. Stephen, yeah, that one, yeah. Stephen, and there, if you open any of our videos, you'll find out email address, WhatsApp number,
Okay.
email address. If
Okay.
you WhatsApp email, we can organize for a conversation and I can help. We can have a conversation.
We can have a conversation.
How to understand Islamic text what it means in the historical context and in the textual context.
But don't you
It's
find that a bit? Don't you find? I want to ask you one final question. Don't you agree that there are some people who also open the Bible and they,
There are some what?
people who open the Bible and misunderstand it and they practice it wrong. Do you not agree? Some like that. Some people do that.
You can't misunderstand the Bible and be a murderer. You can't. There's no way you can
But what
stretch
would
the
you
Bible.
say? What?
There's no way to stretch
What
the
about-
Bible to become a murderer. No way.
Once I did a case study. I did a
actually,
social
there
experiment.
is-
I did a social experiment in a psychic ward where I went and I put myself in there to kind of observe the kind of people who are there, and majority of the people who were sectioned were either Christians or Muslims. It was only both religions, right? All of them. Like, would you identify?
Where was this?
This was in Hammersmith Mental Health Unit. And when you sit with them and you speak about their religion, Muslims and Christians, what they're taught at home is to hate the other religion.
No, this is not. Please
to
don't.
not,
Please don't
to
do this.
not-
Please don't do
I'm even saying Muslims. Okay, I'm speaking. They're taught to think that this other party or this other faith is going to hell. You see, and when you say, "Oh, but I read the Bible, it doesn't say that," and then they say, "No, it does say that," and they're very strongly opinionated about it. It could be because they understand the Bible wrong, right?
My dear friend, I know you're talking.
Anyone can read anything
My
and
dear friend.
misunderstand it.
My dear friend.
You could be upset
But-
and I could
but-
misunderstand your.
My
How
dear
many
friend.
people
Sorry, just
today
to-
have
My dear
accused you of being racist?
Arul, just
Do you
one
know of
second,
anyone?
Arul.
One second.
Wait,
one second.
no.
Do you know of anyone
1 second,
who is going
forever.
around shouting out "Jesus Akbar" and killing anyone?
How many?
Hey, in Speaker's Corner, I have seen before.
Anywhere
yes,
in the UK,
yes,
anywhere
yes.
in the world, Jesus Akbar, go kill someone. Do you see anyone?
But in Speaker's
Praise the
Corner-
Lord and go kill someone. Do you
It was
see
in the
anyone?
Bible already. It's already happened. We've
Do you
already
see
done
anyone?
dealt with that. Are you
To go
aware
and
of the
and kill someone?
Canaanites?
No, I haven't. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
please
Are you
don't
aware of the
make
Canaanites?
things a myth. You cannot,
I'm not
my dear
speaking
friend.
about killing.
You cannot
But
stretch.
it doesn't mean it does not exist.
Right. So can I? I'd like to wrap up here in a
Okay.
good note, in a
Yeah.
friendly note.
Yeah.
Please come. Please email. Please
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
Thursday live stream won't be suitable for us because that's a
As you
15-minute
can see,
standard.
we had
You mean
insisted
the
for
Thursday, you mean?
Yeah, we do
session
Thursday
to
live streams, but
completely
that's
ignore
not
me.
To go into
suitable
depth.
for us because there we do a standard 15-minute debate.
Ah, I see.
But you want to have, you're coming from a background where you're trying to, be open about many things and so
Yes,
on, which
exactly.
is good, which is really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I really encourage you
Yeah.
to continue to study dispassionately. But can I please suggest you, therefore, we need
Yeah.
to do a special stream of some sort,
Yeah.
which I'm willing to do. Please email. Let's set something up to have a flexible conversation where I can take you right the way through Quran,
Okay.
and I can help you understand that you cannot come to a good understanding of good morals from the Quran at all.
But I have learned good morals from the Quran and from the
Sure.
Bible.
So when we arrange when we do the conversation,
the Quran and the Bible have
my dear
changed my
friend,
life.
when we
I
actually,
can't
the Bible
say-
would, the Quran wouldn't. But here is where
But the
when
Quran
we
has.
Yeah, when we do the conversation, we will see whether the Quran actually justifies any good you wanted to do, or if it is purely misunderstanding and doing something.
Okay,
I'd like
yeah.
to.
Can I ask you
But
a
lovely to
question,
see you. God's
considering
blessings.
that he's
What's your
been
name?
ignoring me?
Hafsa.
Hafsa, lovely to
Yes.
speak to you. God's
Lovely
blessings.
too.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure
What
too.
you're doing is marvelous. You need to dispassionately. Where are you from? Egypt, you said.
No, I'm originally Moroccan, but I was born here and raised in Egypt. We were traveling back and forth. So
Sure.
Kind
Lovely.
Of,
But
yeah.
Hafsa, it's a pleasure speaking to you. But let's
Likewise.
set up this conversation. Let's once and for all settle this myth that Quran teaches any good. But let's go through that in detail.
Inshallah. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Yeah, email.
nice.
Lovely.
Okay, take care.
God blesses you. Thank you very much. Bye, friend.
Somebody did.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
You're careful.